Hi my friend, it's Pat Sloane here. We are going to have the wonderful layout for the charity quilt to support Make-A-Wish that we've been making during the year with the Fat Quarter Shop. Today is the day that the layout comes. Yes! So my quilt is in Texas. So it is going to be there for the auction, which will be in September. But I have a few photos they shared with me, so I want to put them up here. Just a couple what they took with the quilt on a bed. Doesn't that look gorgeous? There's a couple other quilts that will also be auctioned, I believe, besides mine and Kimberly's. So it'll be really fun to see all of them up there in September. But now today you get to do the layout. So perfect, perfect. And remember, there are three, here we go, yes, three bonus projects that came along with this, and I have all of those listed on my blog today. So if you missed those or didn't get all of them, go there today and pick them up. One of them is well, all three of them are super cute. They are super, super cute. One I might have to make like immediately. It is so cute. Okay, it's this one. Isn't that darling? Ah, yes. Okay. Okay, the other things we have today are the table topper. We have the next section for the corners. But before we get to that, first I want to say thank you to everybody for sharing all of your makes from my sew along. So incredible. What a great quilt show. That was the share for Tuesday, and you had tons and tons and tons. And I know that I didn't see all of them. They were incredible. So be sure to go to my group, Quilt Along with Pat Sloane. Go right into the group and you can just scroll through the feed. You can use the photo tab, and it is just such a great quilt show, because it's fun to see the whole finished quilts, and I'm sure a lot of you didn't, may have not shared it at the time it was finished, or they were finished a couple years ago. So this is really a fun way to catch up and share them again. So today is Sister Day. Now I do not have a sister. My mom does not have a sister. My dad does not have a sister. My husband does not have a sister. So there is a lacking of sisters in my immediate family. But I always thought it would be so fun to have a sister. I'm the oldest kid, so I always thought it would be fun to have an older sibling, because I didn't experience that. Although I do tell you, I did enjoy being the older sibling, so I'm not going to lie, that was enjoyable. And still is, by the way. I'm the big sis. Okay, so if you have a quilt you made for your sister, share that today. Bonus if your sister's in the picture, so let us know. So share quilts given to your sister. All right, let's see, what else do I have? Exciting, exciting, exciting. I have new Sloane Zone thermal insulated mugs. They come in 4 colors: silver, light blue, royal blue, and red, everything red. Kate has gotten them in. So there's actually a couple other surprises we have coming for the Sloane Zone merchandise. Sloane Zone. And Kate's kind of collecting those up, doing photos, getting them on the website, and so I will have them to show you here on the video in the near future. But the insulated mugs are there now, so you can get them. Oh, also at the end here, I'm going to do just a little roll through of some of the bird blocks that you all made, because we hadn't sort of done a recap, and I waited a little bit too long, so it was hard to find a lot of them, but I did get a little variety of them, so you just see how the bird blocks looked in different fabrics, and what some people made them real personal. They sort of modified the pattern, so that's really cool to see. Okay, let's talk about the table topper. So we have a bonus today, and where is the pattern? Oh, here it is. Here is the bonus. It is a nice simple square with a little square in the middle, which is going to be great for fussy cutting. And what I did was some test blocks. I did several test blocks and put them up to try to figure out what direction do I want to go at this point. So let's take a look. Here are 2 options. The blue, which now sort of brings the blue in that I started with the solids, and then the green, which takes some accents of the green and pink. So if I cover up the blue, see what that looks like. Cover up the green, see what it looks like. What if I did all 4 different? Oh, I don't know. Which should I pick? So I had to make 2 more. These are stripes. So here's the stripe, and then the pink stripe. It has a little bit of yellow in it. The pink really, this changes it totally, doesn't it? So like if you were thinking, oh, like, I'm sure that's not the one for here. So I am leaning toward the blue, but I think I like it with the fussy cut flower in the middle, and I think I would like to have that print of blue. So that means I did 4 test blocks. Now I'll do 4 real blocks. This background and a center flower. Here are all 4 with the blue, and I went ahead and fussy cut and put a flower in the middle. I think that's so darling. I do think it would look equally well with this green. So depending on what your thoughts are, that would be super cool. You could even use that light green, you know, that bring it out there if you wanted. You can do lots of things, lots of options on this one. So this is a bonus block for the tabletop or sew along. Get those sewn up, they're really easy. So what do you think? Do you like that blue? I love it. I love it. So I am going to sew these blue ones on here, and then I'll be right back so we can see it finished. All sewn. Here we are with the 4 blue corners. So I think the green would be equally awesome on this, but let me tell you why I decided to go with the blue. Blue because the rest of the fabric has a lot of blue in it, so I need to start pulling blue out into this quilt besides just the solids that we used in the stripes. So I want to start using that color, and I thought this was the perfect time. Oh, let me show you. Did you see the fussy cut? That little flower, look, it has a little heart in the middle. Do you see? How sweet, right? There's little hearts all through Birdsong. So the other thing I want to mention and remind you is that this is a sampler, and this is not the entire quilt. You have the layout, so you know that there's other parts to this quilt that we're going along with. It is, let me see, got the diagram there. So you see there's a lot more to the quilt. So if you're looking at it as just this and thinking this or thinking that about your quilt, just give it a little bit of time, because you need to sort of have colors in the middle that will pull out and be referenced and used in the rest of the quilt. If you all of a sudden just started using yellow in one block, it's not very cohesive. Having that little pops of yellow through several places in your quilt, odd numbers are pleasing to the eye, so 3, 5, 7 places. This is, to me, like the first place. So I started here, and then I can put it in at least 2, 3, 4 other blocks throughout the layout. And the same with the solids in particular, to have them sprinkle through the whole thing. I'm really excited to work like that. I don't work with solids as not recently, you know, I have worked with them off and on, but I haven't worked with them real recently, and I love this idea of combining them because they're going to give a little extra spark, and they're more economical because they're a little bit less expensive than your other fabrics. Now is the time, though I have to tell you, I'm going to have to do something here because this is my bin to work from. And what happened was, you know, okay, so you see the bin. Let me talk to you a minute. So my fabric doesn't come, I didn't come in a fat quarter bundle. It came in some 5-yard cuts or 3-yard cuts, whatever it was. And so I just sort of, you know, cut off a chunk and I put them in here to work with because this is a lot easier to have this small bin. But then I realized today while I was doing this, these corners, that, ooh, I need to cut an exact fat quarter off of here so that I don't use more of one of the colors than what is in the fat quarter. That's part of sort of the challenge of this. Now, the caveat there for you is that let's say you've made the quilt to this point now. We're just getting started. You know, we still have, you know, quite a few blocks. Let's say you looked at those blues, that whatever fabric you used here, and you're like, I really like that in the quilt. I think I'm going to want to use that in a lot more places, but of course the fat quarter is not going to go very far. So right now you can just go and order a bit more of whatever that is if you need it. If you've decided any one of the fabrics in here that you want to be sure you have a little bit more of it, now's the time to get it, because you have time. You have time to sprinkle it through the other blocks if that's, you know, what you wanted to do. So I do have to go now and take one piece of each of things, cut it to a fat quarter, and then everything I've already used up here, adjust it so that I have what's exactly is left, you know, from that fat quarter of those particular fabrics. It's like, I'm glad I figured it out now, because otherwise I would just be using from my, you know, from my bin, which in here these are bigger than a fat quarter piece. Anyway, such is life of a fabric designer. When you have your own fabric and you have a little bit more of it, I don't really work just with a fat quarter. Oh well. Okay, let me do a mail call, and then we'll take a look at some birdie quilts by you. Okay, so first a mail call came from Kathy, and hi Kathy, she's on our morning chat, and she sent me this. She's in New York, Kathy in New York. She has a super pretty card. Oh, you are the best of the bunch. How sweet. Look at the roses. And then a lot of great aqua squares. Look at this. Oh, look at the little coat. Isn't that darling? And the little shoes. Oh, so cute. Must have been a whole fabric line. There's a bunch of them there. plus she sent me typewriter fabric. I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. And there's another piece. And she also gets the award for the prettiest packaging. Look at this. Look how cute that is. Okay, then I got from Bonnie in Florida. Bonnie in Florida. I've got a bunch here, but she had some minky selvages. And so she thought they were just really pretty, and she sent that to me. So thank you so much. And what else do I have here? Okay, this is from Ruth in Texas. And the card, I have to show you the front of the card. I have to read. She told me it's made by somebody special. She said is made by one of the Developmental Disability Enrichment Program. One of the people in that makes cards. And I think she said that, person where her daughter works. So it's where her daughter works. And so one of the people there made this. But look at that. Look how cute it is with all the Halloween stuff. Aww. Okay, and she sent me, because I saw and went crazy over the llama fabric somebody had. So she sent me a piece of llama fabric. So darling. I need to make something, like a little mat or something, yeah? And then she found this. Look at this with the embroidery. That's so cute. Okay, they are just so cute. I look at this one with the little wreath on her head. Ah, so cute. Okay, we are going to go and take a look at some of the bird quilts, the Hello Birdie quilts that you did. They're just so cute. So fun to see the different bird blocks. This first one is by Sylvia, and she did this for a new baby in the family. I love how she did all the different green birds. Andy's is red, everything red, and it looks like a buffalo plaid for all their wings. Isn't that darling? Now here's Debbie's final. So she just went all out, and look at the little flying geese with the birds. But the birds were to be like, here's the next picture, with real birds. So she set them up to have colorations and sort of the different blocking that real birds would have. Diana did one into a little mat. Isn't that sweet? So red, of course. Fran did a sort of a whole blend of colors. She did the whole crayon box of colors. Oh, I like the little green one. He's so cute. Jenny did red and blue birds, alternating, a little bit bigger piece. Those are gorgeous, and that might be a finished quilt there. Janice did all navy, and then a navy alternating block. That's just really, really gorgeous. Kendra's is pink with, look at the sweet little birds. Look at that cute one in the middle, the purple one. Christina has a gorgeous peach and green birds. I really like those. Patty's has the stripe. Look at the stripe on all. She did one single one, and then she made a whole bunch of them. Dots and stripes. You cannot go wrong with that. Look at the pile of fabric over there on the side. Rita's is so darn cute. Look at the aqua. She's got a strawberry bird on the bottom left. Oh yes, a few strawberries. There's a pink one and aqua. Those are so fun. So fun. Okay, we have two more. Robin's is beautiful bluebirds, and then look at their gorgeous quilting. Just beautiful, beautiful quilting. Feathers for the birds. Ah, yeah, quilted feathers. And then Roxanne's is another one where she was making the birds to be like different real birds out there. So that just turned out so awesome. Oh, there's a little peek at some of the Hello Birdie blocks, which is a free pattern you can get at my website. That is just such an adorable quilt. Mine is off at the spa now, getting ready to be quilted. So I'm very excited about that. I do want to show you one thing. When I was doing the test block, the fabric has a repeat on it, the blue. Do you see what happened here? I got ferns, ferns, ferns all in that one row. Can you see that now? I was like, oh, I can't have that. So if I was going to use this block, I would have had to take off probably a row and a square, or you know, or at least like rotate this so that yeah, so they weren't all like piled up in a straight line on there. How does that happen? So here was the green again. I'm just going to put one on top of there so you can see it. Whoops, this would have been really cute. I think the green would have also been really cute, but like I said, the reason why I decided to put on blue was because there's a lot of blue in Birdsong that I'll be using in the other blocks. And it's time to get that color introduced now towards the center. Okay, my friend, thank you for being here in the Sloane Zone. I love you. Mwah. I'll see you online.